Hi, this is Wendy from Central. I work in the teen department and I am going to show you today how to do a unicorn poop pendant. Now we're using polymer clay to get this little guy going. And to start off with, this is the supplies you're going to have in your little Ziploc bag. You've got a card right here. It's just a regular plain blank card. This is going to be used to cut through the polymer clay. It just makes it a little easier. You've got 5 colors of polymer clay and you have 2 eye pins. Now the eye pins are going to go through the top so that you can connect this to a keychain or to a necklace or wherever you want to put it. Now your first step is you're going to have to roll out each little ball of clay. So, rolling out. Now you want to get the diameter of these. Just imagine one of those little thin coffee stirrers. Little tiny straws. And you want to try to get the width about even the whole way, but the length does not really matter. Okay, as you can see, I have rolled out all of these balls of polymer clay and I lined them up. Now next step, we want them all even. So I'm going to trim off with my little card here any edges. So we got on this side, let's check on this side. This little guy needs to go. All right, so we're going to need this clay later to make a base for these guys. And since I got about half of what I need. So I'm going to go ahead, trim just a little bit more off before I do anything else. All right. Now you're going to need about a 1/2 inch ball size, and that looks about good for me. So next step, you actually have enough clay to make 2 of these. So I am going to cut them in half. All right, so we're going to set these aside for a second and I'm going to show you the bases. In order to make the base, you're going to cut this in half, or just do like I did, pull it in half. And then you're going to make a little conical shape. So I'm doing this. You just sort of swirl it a little, and then you just stick it on the ground. So you want this to have a flat bottom, because as you can see, this is my base right here. So this is going to make it so it'll stand up. So I've got a nice little base on that guy. It does not have to be perfect. And this one. And again, stick it down. That has a nice flat bottom. Now we're going to put these aside for a little bit and work with the strands. Okay. So we're going to start both of these. These are 2 separate ones, so kind of push them to the side. Okay, so we're going to line these guys up. Squish them together. Whatever color combo you want, that works. Doesn't matter really. All right, now they're all sort of adhered together, but we want to sort of make sure that when we go to wrap around that you get to see all of these colors and one doesn't hide by going into the middle. So I'm going to aim for yellow to blue here, and I'm going to imagine this almost like I'm wrapping it around a little coffee stirrer. There's the coffee stirrer again. Okay. And how do I do? Yep, we got all the colors. Yay. Okay. Now we're going to roll this guy out. Now this is actually, for each of these halves, you have an extra amount of clay. So don't worry too much. You're probably only going to use about up to here, around that base. The next step will be twisting it. So you grab it with one hand and you twist. Make a twisting movement. Twist, twist, twist. Okay, if there's any spaces you want to do something with, go ahead and check them like this. Now, we're going to use our base, and we are going to wrap this guy around it. Now, as you go, you want to just smoosh it to the smoosh it to the base. All right. And you make sure you go almost all the way around before you lift it up. Now, if you want to make this guy a lot larger, you can. Just cut off more clay, make a bigger base. Not. See, I've got him up to here. Now at this point, I can go ahead and just pinch him off, like pinch the end off. And there we go. We have a little unicorn poo. Now, if you have fingernails, you're gonna leave little holes right here. So you can kind of just go back over and rub them out a little bit. So the marks aren't there. Okay, now we have our unicorn poop. This one's a little smaller than the ones I made. I actually think he's cooler looking. He turned out better. And then you're going to stick the little eye pin through the middle of it. You want to just push it down until it's just poking out, like so. Now you can make these however you want to. You can make the line that goes around it thicker. You can make the whole thing bigger. You saw how much extra clay I had for that one. You can make however you want to do it, because you can see this base is larger, the first one I did. And you can also use your extra clay just to have fun. You know, make a little heart. Do whatever. And that is it. That is how you make the unicorn poop pendant. All you have to do is bake it. Okay, so you do need to bake these. So you're going to preheat your oven to 275 degrees, and then you're going to get a cookie sheet or another baking thing. If you're going to use that pan later for food, then you need to make sure to put aluminum foil down first, and then stick your polymer clay on top of that, because polymer clay is not food safe. So you bake it at 275 for 20 to 25 minutes, depending how thick it is. And that is it. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy your little pendants. And that's it.